Okay, come on in, you guys. Yes, we got an update. Hey, thumbs up. Come on in, because this is going to be quick, okay? But I got an update, okay? Yes, the plot thickens. Mm-hmm. With Tim Norman. I'm just coming to you guys with a quick update. Now, apparently this chick, the exotic dancer slash stripper, okay, has been brought to court, and I think she did some testimony. Yeah, she did some testimony, and she's going to be transported. Where is she at? She's in Memphis. Okay, she's going to be transported to face trial in St. Louis. Yeah, but apparently she gave a testimony, and she says that, remember when Miss Robbie's place got robbed? Okay, wait, hold on. Oh, and I'm doing it on my phone because I don't want it to be all blurred up and everything like that. Okay. Apparently, when Miss Robbie's home got robbed back in the day, okay, apparently Tim Norman felt that it was Andre, the grandson. Okay. She felt that he felt that Andre broke in the house. Okay. I'm looking on it here. So apparently there was a theft of $200,000. Okay, in this home robbery of Miss Robbie's, and Tim felt it was Andre. Now, if it was Andre or not, I don't know. I don't know why he would break in Miss Robbie's house. He didn't have to do all that. Okay, I mean, that sound like Tim. Okay, that sound like Tim. But anyway, uh, apparently Tim and his crew, I guess, from back in the days, right, wanted to have some words with Mr. Montgomery, with Andre. Okay, now he called this stripper. This stripper is somebody who he knew from the strip club Bottoms Up. Okay, he had met this chick, and he had relations with this chick. Okay, Tim and what's her name, Terica. Okay, and that's how he knew her. So I guess he asked, about a setup. Let me read. I'm trying to read. Okay, this right. Thurman's testimony publicly revealed for the first time that Andre was a suspect in the theft of the $200,000 in cash from the home of his grandmother. Well, I'm not saying, I don't know, this is allegedly, okay. If he broke in Miss Robbie's home and stole $200,000 in cash, now he's just a young kid now, okay. Believe me, he would have had all kind of stuff. He would have bought all kind of stuff. Oh yeah, he would have been balling out of control, people. Okay, $200,000 to an 18-year-old, because this happened, yeah, he was about 18, or maybe not even 18, that happened. Okay, he would have been spinning his butt off. Okay, everybody would have known. Oh, okay, now we know who the culprit is. Okay, but now you get somebody like Tim who got debts. Okay, and ain't nobody came up. That makes much more sense. But this is alleged. I'm just making assumptions. Okay, but that's my idea. Okay, that's the way I'm thinking about it, because I'm like, these young kids, okay, they cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They can't hide nothing. So $200,000, that's a lot of money. He was still, matter of fact, he would have still had money on him when he was shot. Because I don't think he didn't buy no car. Anyway, yeah. See, but anyway, that's what she says, okay, on her testimony. And she said that that Norman's alleged accomplice Ellis, okay, Terica Ellis, told investigators she knew the theft made Norman's boys, okay, Tim's boys, okay, want to get up on Andre. Because Tim ran back to his boys and, of course, told his boys, okay, how else would they know? Anyway, yes. So she's testifying now on this. Boy, these people is something else. And so, yeah. So that's with her testimony. Oh, and then she was promised $10,000. Well, we probably already assumed that, okay? Because $9,000, you know, a hit is either 5,000, 10,000, 15,000. You know what I'm saying? Okay, 9,000. Okay, but anyway, I'm just saucing it up. But anyway, so she doesn't say anything about the money other than it was $10,000, okay? And he was the sole beneficiary. Then, of course, you know, they got the insurance agent. So it's just repeating pretty much the same thing over and over that we already know, okay? But this has been added to this scenario. And she is, let's see, do they say when she's expected to? She's going to be, she'll be transported from Tennessee to St. Louis to face trial, but it doesn't say when. Okay, but she is saying he paid her some money. Okay, she's saying that she called Andre and told Andre she had bought him some pants. Now, why the stripper would buy him some pants, I don't know. It's more to it. Okay, but anyway, she bought him some pants, and he was coming out to meet her, I guess, to get the pants, and he was shot. Okay. We already know about the burner phones. That hasn't changed, okay? Yeah, so she did testify, though, that Tim offered her the $10,000 to secure the location of Andre. So she's saying to secure the location. In other words, set them up, okay? But see, you got to also remember that a lot of times in these types of cases, one of the guilty persons or accused is going to distance themselves as much as possible from the crime. When we know she was there at the crime, you set them up, okay? But they're going to try to make their involvement, okay, as little as possible. And that's what seems to be going on here right about now. So she was a dancer at the Metro East strip club called Bottoms Up. Bottoms up, honey. You wasn't just dancing, boo-boo. Okay, but anyway, so that's what I have. I'm going to go and see, let's go back and see if there's someone else has something. I always like to look at different sources because somebody is always out there with something else to add to the juiciness, okay? So Miss Robbie breaks her silence. I don't think that's any different from what I said before about when she was asked to pray for her and her son. So he's still in Mississippi. Well, I don't know how long their transportation thing is. He doesn't have bail. So, yeah. So they're really getting down. They're going to be getting down to the nitty gritty of this. Let me see what you guys. Can you guys give this video a thumbs up? Okay, you know, she's already in jail. She's in Memphis. She's in jail. She's in Memphis, Tennessee. Tim is in Mississippi. And then they got the other guy. I don't know where he's at. I wasn't even really paying attention, to be honest, where he's at. But they're all in jail awaiting export to St. Louis to stand trial there, because this crime was committed in St. Louis. So that's the jurisdiction. And that's the hold they have on them. Okay, so now when they all get brought, if they're not all in St. Louis, they'll be brought to St. Louis to stand trial. Now, when they're brought to St. Louis, then they may, hey Hillary, then they may get bail. Okay, they probably go up for a bail hearing, and maybe bail will be set. Okay, but right now, no. They're gonna deal all with that in St. Louis, because they really have not committed a crime that I know of in Memphis or Mississippi or wherever they're at. So there's no crime that has been committed there. They're just being held where they're at until St. Louis comes and gets them. That's how that goes. So I'm trying to figure out where Miss Robbie has to say. Okay, no, it's the same thing. She doesn't. It's just pray for the family, and yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, money can make people do all kind of crazy things, and it wasn't a lot of money. What gets me is these people were on TV. He's the one who initiated. Okay, let me explain something. He's the one that initiated this whole thing, okay, and did the filming and brought it to the attention of Oprah Winfrey's network, and they picked it up, okay? Because Miss Robbie had no clue, okay? Wasn't even interested. Okay, like she'll tell you, she wasn't even tripping. Do what you got to do what you want to do, or whatever was her response to Tim's request on making this a reality show and putting it on TV. She just thought it was probably one of his crazy whims, which it was, but it turned out okay. It prospered. And that's just like this reminds me of the incident that's going on here on YouTube, okay? Where they're talking about a reality show, some type of reality show or some type of show that's supposed to be going on over here in the beef sector, and they're beefing about the po little show. Oh my God. But anyway, apparently they're trying to put something together and present it to whoever is going to pick it up. Okay, what you do is you get something together and you get a concept going there, and you present it to different people, and they'll pick it up. Okay, if they're interested. That's how that's done. And they just happen to be, he presented it to the right people and they picked it up. Yeah. So that's what that is. Sometimes you have to present it to several people before it gets picked up. Or maybe nobody will pick it up, or maybe somebody will pick it up and spin a whole nother narrative to it. So there's no telling, but they didn't beat up the po little show, man. Okay, I'm telling you, honey, with friends like them, who needs enemies? Ooh, child. But anyway, so that's what's going on over here as far as the update. You talking about in the beef sector? No, I don't think anybody picked it up yet. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, but Tim was greedy. That brings me back to mind was that with this show, okay, and everything, that it's really, I think what people is really hard to believe, okay, is just the whole scenario. It's family, okay, your brother's dead, okay, and you gonna take your dead brother's only son, one and only child. I do think that's his one and only child. I don't think he had any more kids, and you gonna kill him. And then the whole thing about it is you are on a TV show. You are owner of a restaurant, okay? You were drowning in debt. Well, honey, you know what it was? instead of him having patience and paying off his debts, he wanted to get it over with real quick, okay? You know, that quick fix, that's what he thought he was going to get. But my thing about it is, as much money as he owed, I don't think $450,000 was an answer to his problems. So I don't know. It's interesting to see how this is going to play out, because it just blows my mind. I mean, sheesh, at least he could have got $1 million. Oh, don't say that. Oh, sorry, Miss Robbie. I didn't mean that. That just, okay. Oh, yeah, we know about the $1 million on Miss Robbie. Okay, but anyway. Woo, okay. Sorry about that. But anyway, so it's senseless. Okay. So and she's gonna do some time, because this woman is 36. These people are full-grown people, and they gonna sit up there and kill a minor, poor little child, kill a child. So, okay. So what it was that a complaint was filed, okay, and that complaint included Tim Norman and Terica Ellis, okay? Then they filed another complaint that was on the guy who actually did the insurance. So, yeah, but wherever they're at, they all got to be brought to St. Louis to face trial. And that's when we going to really get to the nitty-gritty. So, so she's presiding, okay, here. She is going to stay in the custody of the U.S. Marshals. Okay, that reminds me of Wesley Snipes. Didn't he do that movie, The U.S. Marshals? She's going to stay in the custody of the U.S. Marshals until she's transferred over to St. Louis. Yes. Okay. So, that's how that's going to go, and they going to come and get them whenever they feel a need to come and go fetch them and everything. But in the meantime, the root of not having enough money is evil. You know, there's never enough. It's never enough. Okay. It's never enough. But, this is really, it's really interesting. It's just mind blowing. It's just mind blowing. Now, okay, she's being held in Tennessee. Tim is being held in Mississippi. Oh, okay. Now, see. Didn't I tell you how it's good to go? Okay, to go to different sources. It says, okay, let me show you how she looked. Oh, this is, okay. Let me show you. This is her in her court appearance, okay? I'm not used to this, but they have you, some places have you, there she is right there, on the other side of a glass. Some have you on a, she's got braids in her hair, okay? Some have you on a teleprompter, okay, or video. You do video court, okay, and the judge talks to you and you talk to the judge via video. Yeah, okay. Or on the other half of glass. Depends on where you're at. But what they're saying is, okay, this picture here is her hearing that she had. Yes. Hey, Tiara. Okay, it's the hearing that I'm talking about where she testified. And they're saying here, I think she did, because remember they said, did she get all her cash from Tim? Remember they said that she distributed $9,000, okay, between different bank accounts right after the murder, okay? They also said that a short time later, okay, that he wired her $700. Okay, so that's $9,700. Okay, so she showed $300, which he probably gave to her when he saw her. They probably met up or whatever. Okay, who knows? I mean, but he was shout 300, but that pretty much adds up to the 10,000. Because when that's what I figured too. When they said 9,000, okay, and then two is she may have had the $10,000 and she only deposited 9,000 and kept 1,000 on her, chunk change. You know what I'm saying? Okay, and maybe the $700 that was wired to her was a little more, a little more money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Okay, but close enough is what I'm saying. Close enough. Now, what they're saying is at this little picture that I just showed you. Let me show it to you again. Y'all interrupted me, and there you go. She got braids. Hey, Marilyn. See, she got braids. How she get braids? Oh, she probably had them braids when they came and arrested her little butt. Okay, but anyway, she got braids in her hair. Can't really see her face. She's got a mask on. Okay, but however, now that she's testified and did her testimony, what they're saying on this report here is she started crying, okay, when she wasn't getting out of jail. Now, I don't know what made her think she was getting out of jail, okay, but apparently she felt if she testified that she was going to go home or at least be free, be okay, until she has to go to wherever she has to go to. Okay, so let's see. She worked for a period of time. This is another app I'm on, okay? Like I said, I like to go to different sources. This is another source. And this source is saying that she started crying because, she began crying when it was clear that she was not going to be released from jail. She thought she was going to be released. I don't know where she got that, but, keep hope alive. But, yeah, she started crying when she see she wasn't going anywhere. Now, yeah. I don't know the mom, I'm pretty sure the mom is just as devastated. Can you imagine? Okay. Miss Robbie, okay, that's Tim's mother. And I forgot her name, but Michelle. Her name is Michelle. Michelle, Andre's mother. I'm pretty sure their jaw dropped. Okay, they still haven't picked their jaw up to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? So they said she was on the show. Hey, cheeriness. They said she was on Sweetie Pie's on a few occasions. I don't recall seeing her. Maybe I think one time, and it didn't make an impression in my mind, okay, about it to remember her, but she was there because Miss Robbie communicated with her. So, but I did notice that through this whole thing, even when he got shot, before they even put it out there about that Tim was the culprit, she really wasn't too much in the picture. You know how some moms, they all up in it? She just didn't seem like she was all up in it like that. And right now, okay, it's just like she's got a heartbreak all over again. This is another stab in the heart, in the back, and everywhere. Okay, so now you can look it up. You can look her up on the internet, but there's not too much information on her. I noticed that. I looked her up. And I know a lot of people, hey, Angela, a lot of people have looked her up, but there's not too much information on her at all. What did I hit? Oops, I didn't hit the wrong thing now. Okay, so yeah. So let me look at this source, because this is another source I'm reading, okay, here. And then two is, what's up with the news? Why can't they get it right? They can't get this news right. Now they saying he relocated back to St. Louis. Okay, I read on one source that he was visiting. Okay, why y'all can't get the story straight? That's irritating. But anyway, Thurman said Ellis had known her for known one another for a few years and were physically intimate at times. Okay, this is what she testified to. 25 minutes in and you're just now getting, yeah, well, yeah. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so she's testifying that they were intimate at times, okay? They were off and on, as you could say, and that she said that Tim promised her $10,000 for her help in securing the location of Andre. Now, he gonna give her $10,000 to help her secure Andre's location. You just tell me where he is. I give you $10,000. Now she gonna play that down as I didn't know this was gonna happen. Okay, that's what she gonna try to play it down. But if somebody's giving you $10,000 just to tell them somebody's location, you know something up. Okay, come on now. You know something up. See? So he paid her. He promised her 10,000. Well, he promised her. He gave it to her. Okay, she deposited 9,000 of it in the bank, so we know that. Okay, we know that. So she got at least 9,000 of the money. Then he wired her $700 more. Now, okay, so she got her money. So for help in securing the location. So she's already trying to play it down. Yeah. Oh, you got a big inkling. $10,000 just to tell me where so and so is. Okay, come on, that's some setup money for real. Accessory, yeah, but she's trying to downplay it. That's why she thought she was gonna go home, and she up there crying. See what I'm talking about? That's because she lying, and they know she lying. Okay, she thought she was just gonna give her testimony, and I'm just so innocent. I didn't know that he was gonna kill this man. I had no idea. He gave me $10,000, okay, to tell his location, secure his location, and I did. I didn't know he was gonna kill him. You watched the first 48. We already know how it goes. I didn't know he was going to do this. I didn't know he had a gun. Okay. Your phone, but in the phone you had, the burner phone was in the location where the boy was found dead. Yeah. So this is what she's saying, okay? He promised her $10,000 to secure his location. Hello, everyone. Okay, glad you guys came here to get this update. It's just a little bit, but I'm checking different sources. So that's why the video may be a little longer, because I'm checking different sources. And it's a good thing to do that when you are researching. And we just found out that she started crying because she found out she wasn't getting out of jail. They didn't say that in the other source I read, okay? And now that I'm reading through this, it makes sense why she thought she was going to go home or be released, okay, because if she testified, because she was already going to downplay her role in this murder, okay, but it doesn't work like that. Even if you do get released, you ain't going to get released right now because you still got to go see, you got to testify in St. Louis. They got to transport you, okay. Yeah, she asked for prayers in her son. She's at a loss for words. Miss Robbie, now, I think what happened was when you look at the how it played out. Well, this is maybe what she's doing while she's testifying, but she's trying to secure immunity. But that's got to be up to St. Louis. Like I said, she did not commit a crime. She's in Memphis, Tennessee. They got a statement from her. Okay, she came to court. They got a taste. She made a testimony. Okay. And I'm pretty sure that's going to go over there, be transported with her to St. Louis. Okay. But she did not commit the crime in Memphis. She committed the crime in St. Louis. So she has to go there anyway. They're just holding her for them to transport. What? Wait a minute, girl. Somebody ran into you in your new car. Oh, wow. Wow. You can't make this stuff up, Cheeriness? Wow. I had somebody do that when I got my truck. It was a pretty red tire, Nissan truck. And I hadn't even had it for 30 days, and somebody hit me. It was a young kid. See, y'all let these young kids go, honey. Okay, girl. I hope it plays out just like that, because sometimes you can be really injured and you don't even realize it until later. And what can you do? So hopefully it all plays out. Yeah, because I remember my mom got in a car accident with some little young kids, and she said they were so scared. I just let them go. I'm like, sheesh. Anyway, so yeah, okay. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad you all right, girl. Okay. Okay, so wait a minute now. Okay, we got more information now. Okay, so on the day of the murder, a text was exchanged. He texted her the address of her location. Wait, he texted her the address of her location, the location where he was ultimately found shot to death. Ooh, girl, you can't get no more guiltier than that. Well, yeah, you can. But so wait a minute now. He texted her. Okay. Here we go. Okay, I had to. Andre, they're talking about Andre. On the day of the murder, a text was exchanged. Okay, see, this is what gets me confused. Andre, it doesn't say Andre, it says he. So I didn't know if they were talking about Tim, because Tim and her had the burner phone. So it gets confusing. So Andre texted her the address. Okay, it says he texted her the address of her location. That doesn't sound right. Okay, but apparently he texted her he text the address of where they wanted to meet up was text. Put it to you like that, because they didn't see this stuff right here could get really, yeah. So that's on the phone. That's the important part. It was on the phone, and they went in there, got the text messages, and that's where he was found laying dead. Okay, they just left him there. Okay, so Thurman said before the murder, okay, that Ellis was able to convince Andre. So Terica convinced Andre to come outside of a residence located on Natural Bridge Road up the street in St. Louis. And Terica had purchased a pair of pants for Andre, and he stepped inside of her car to talk. It's not immediately clear to the public what happened in the minutes after Andre got into her vehicle, but Andre was shot by somebody else and she took off. Okay, that's what they're saying. So it's not, he got in the car, they exchanged. It's not all clear, but the investigators were able to use the tracker data. Okay, so they got the data from the devices, which is how they learned that Ellis immediately drove home to Memphis after Montgomery was killed. Okay, so just check this out. If that phone had not been left at that location, they wouldn't even been able. They wouldn't even know that this happened. It would still be a cold case. Huh? Actually, Thomas, no, you're not the only man watching. They're in the background. They're in the trees. Okay, well, what we're reading, okay, Nisi, is that when Miss Robbie got robbed, when they robbed her house, $200,000 in cash was stolen. This is what the other source said that I had read, okay? And this girl is testifying that Tim's boys, his little boys, his little hood friends, wanted to get at Andre because they believe Andre robbed Miss Robbie's house. Okay, but what we're having in this conversation is that it's hard to believe that he robbed Miss Robbie's house of $200,000 and we ain't seen none of it. All right. See what I'm saying? I mean, we're talking about an impressionable teenager. We're talking about an 18-year-old. Was he 18 or 17? He ain't got no car. He ain't had no money. I ain't see no $200,000. Now, Tim, I can see Tim because Tim was drowning in debt. Tim was already in debt and being sued before the show even was over with. Okay, remember on the show, Tim was opening up all them restaurants, and Miss Robbie got a hold of it. Okay, behind Miss Robbie's back, right? And then he was being sued by two. I know of two of the property owners, the management companies. Okay, sued him for back payment of rent. So one sued him for over $200,000, okay, that he owed in rent. And then another place sued him for about maybe $100,000 for back payment of rent. Okay. Now, from my understanding, don't quote me on that, allegedly, the suit that Miss Robbie had on Tim, she didn't go through with it. Okay, she just did it to show him a lesson. You ain't running nothing. This is my stuff. Okay, so apparently, from my understanding, she didn't really go through as far as she took him to court. She won the lawsuit. Okay, and then she left it at that. Okay, not to mention, she also let him have that restaurant, the restaurant down there in Mississippi, I believe, where he's at. Okay. Right, just let the bit. Yeah, but see, the thing about it though is he was using her name. Okay, she may have, how I'm a mother, so I can imagine. I'm not saying it's what happened. Okay, but I am going to make an assumption. Okay, I am using my own imagination, and I would say that I would not be surprised if Miss Robbie covered those debts for Tim, because the reason I say that is her restaurant, her name was out there, and that's what she was telling Tim. You can't just take my name and then just use it, and then you got all these restaurants and they're failing, you're being sued, but you're using my name. And you didn't even get permission. I don't know about it. You didn't ask me or anything. You see what I'm saying? And so I would not be surprised. Right, exactly. It's never enough. It's never enough. It's never enough. See? And then two is, he may have known that she had given him all this money, okay? Yeah, we hate to see our kids fail like that, okay? But she was trying to tell him. I remember when she was telling him when he was trying to jump the gun and he tried to do a rap career. She right there on the show, she's telling him, slow down. She was telling him. He didn't want to slow down. And when she was talking about these restaurants and I heard I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that's not even common sense. To be opening up all these restaurants, he was opening up restaurants and it didn't even seem like he had time to run the restaurant and make sure the restaurant was going good and stuff. He just opened a restaurant here, and using her name to do it. Oh, and then we ain't gonna forget about, we're not gonna forget about that $20 two-piece chicken. two-piece chicken meal, $20. Okay, you getting all this money and you still, you know what I'm saying? And that might be why he might have done it on Andre, because he knows that Miss Robbie done got him all out of all kind of mess. So he probably couldn't go to her or didn't want to go to her. So he gonna kill the nephew, okay, and get a quick, well, what he thought was a quick 450. Okay, I don't know, but I'm just saying from a mother's standpoint, I would not be surprised if she had covered a lot of his debts. He seems to be very irresponsible, very careless. Okay, he's just running up debts and just like the president, like Mr. Trump. That's when they kind of remind me of each other. Okay, every time everything they get, they just tear it up, tear it down. You know what I'm saying? And they just got all this money and they have access to all this money and all these businesses, and they just tearing them up, just running them in the ground, filing bankruptcy or whatever. Yeah, unappreciative, okay, inconsiderate. Probably so, and thought he covered his tracks. He thought he covered his tracks because they got those burner phones, see? And that's what did him in, was the burner phone. See, I have a strong feeling that if they had not gotten that phone, that they may not have caught them. You see what I'm saying? Because from my understanding, when I first heard about this situation, her phone, Terica's burner phone, was found at the scene where Andre was laying there dead. They left him in the street or wherever they left him dead. Somebody came and said there was a dead body laying out there, and find out it's Andre's. Don't quote me on that, but I just got this funny feeling that that's what I read. It was really sad. He had been laying out there dead. He had just left the house to answer that call. He gets shot and he's laying out there dead, and these people are in the house doing their little rap thing, waiting on him, I guess, to come back. And come to find out, he been laying out there dead while y'all waiting on him. That's true too. His mom might have been next. Okay, I don't know. I just, his mom, who's to say? Who's to say? I don't get that vibe. I don't get that vibe that Miss Robbie was next. Okay, I think they're spinning that narrative. Okay, and it's a narrative to spin. It's definitely a narrative to spin now, okay? It's only logical, but I just got a funny feeling that he would not have done that, and I don't get that vibe, and she is too much going on with her, and it would have brought too much attention for him to just do that. Yeah, I don't know. No, and yeah, and who gonna shoot Miss Robbie? Okay, I don't know, but yeah. Now, Charles, I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm pretty sure Charles is thinking about that. I'm pretty sure his mother, Robbie's sister, is thinking about that too. Okay, I would not be surprised, but I think that maybe this Terica girl has a point that when Miss Robbie's got robbed, her house got robbed, that they thought Andre did it. Now, I don't think Andre did it. I think Tim is cunning enough. Well, look what he did now. But I think he's cunning enough to set it up and make it look like Andre did it. You see what I'm saying? Now, what if one of Tim's boys went out there and killed Andre, thinking that he robbed Miss Robbie because that's what Tim told him, and killed that boy, and that boy's dead because you lied on him? Okay, you see what I'm saying? He could have still been dead. See? But I think Tim had to play in all this. Man, I'm finna go F him up right now. Nah, man, nah, just hold on. I got something. Insurance policy. You know what I'm saying? You can just see the scenario. Just hold up, man. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna let you know, man. Hold up. Okay. And ran and got that insurance policy. Yeah. Yeah, he needed a little time to find somebody to get him the documents, because a regular insurance agent was not going to give him fill out no policy like that for him. Okay, so anyway, let's get back to this story. Because, okay, so they knew she drove, okay. They didn't have to have the tracker phone, okay, to know that she drove back to Memphis. They had the tracker phone. They got the conversations and the phone calls between Tim, her, and Andre, all on her phone, okay, all on her phone. That's what connected all three of them, her phone. Okay, see, that's what connected them. Okay, so I'm pretty sure they got a regular phone. Her regular cell phone may have shown that she was in St. Louis and went back to Memphis. Just some detective work. Okay, but see, that's when you get the FBI and all of them involved, so that they can get the proper paperwork and what do you call it? Make the proper filings, okay, to get access to the communications. Yeah, well, sometimes people get insurance. Sometimes people will take out insurance, and now you don't know they planning to kill the person, but you may know. Okay, now if he led a life of crime or something like that, maybe, okay, you like his mom, I'm gonna take out some insurance and something happened to him, at least you got the money to bury him or something like that. I could see she would go along with something, okay, not knowing that this man is putting a hit out on your child. Now, she did not know, nobody knew, okay, but what I'm saying is people have done that and they have knowingly signed, okay, the insurance, and this person is the sole beneficiary, and you don't know that they planning on killing you. So something to keep in mind, that's for sure. Okay, so now, okay, so her defense attorney, okay, made a case for his client to be released on bail, okay, in part by questioning if Ellis did actually know Norman planned on having Montgomery killed. Oh, we get into a juicy part, okay. So did she actually know he was going to get him killed, okay? And that's what I just got through telling you before we even read it. So they're asking the lawyer, when you spoke with Miss Ellis during her statement, did she ever indicate that she understood that Andre would be killed? Okay, this is what he's asking the attorney. And the attorney, it doesn't say, okay, wait a minute. Okay, they made a mistake in this article. This article, I remember there was a correction. Let's see. Because they're saying that that he stole the money from Tim Norman, but they made a correction and said it was from Miss Montgomery, not Mr. Norman. Okay, because what's he doing with $200,000 cash? Yet alone, somebody get a chance to steal it. Or that's another lie he spun. So, yeah, so they asked, and the lawyer responded he did not recall that Terica confirmed she knew of his intentions. Okay, she's not going to tell you she knew that. She knows she would be under the grave. She'd be under the jailhouse if she told you she knew he was going to kill him. See what I'm saying? You just just put yourself right up there with him if you admitted that you knew that. So she's not going to admit that. She does say that it was revealed Montgomery was a suspect in the theft of $200,000 in cash from Norman's home. Now, Tim is a Norman, okay? He's not a Montgomery. So I don't know, okay, this is just a setup. You can just tell it's spinning. Tim had $1 million policy on Miss Robbie. I don't see it being a dollar policy. It is not unusual Okay. And the only reason why he probably was able to get $1 million policy, would be able to get $1 million policy on Miss Robbie, is because she had the financial, she had the status, she had the money. Okay, you see what I'm saying? But Andre, on the other hand, Andre did not have no reason for somebody to get $450,000 life insurance out on him. Now, let me make clear, I don't know what kind of life insurance this was. Okay, because I didn't know you had to have a certain income to for a person to have life insurance. Okay, I thought that you get life insurance, they have different increments, different amounts, and you pick the amount, and depending on if it's whole life or if it's term life. Okay, and it's also going to depend on the person's age. Okay, if they're a smoker or a non-smoker, all these, okay, are contributing factors on the monthly premiums that you will pay on said policy. Okay, so that's with that right there. However, yeah, so I don't know what kind of policy he got that he had to have all the man's income information and all that, but nevertheless he lied. Okay, and that's the whole point, is whatever information that they requested on the form, he misstated and just lied. Okay, and this, they are saying, now they're saying that, okay, because she has no prior convictions. Okay, and they're trying to get her to get bail. Okay, and they're saying she has no record that involved any level of violence. Okay, and should be considered when weighing the decision to keep her in custody or allow her bail. So I guess they said no. Okay, she may not have a violent history. She may not have been the person who pulled the trigger and snuffed Andre out, but there was an opportunity to be helpful in the ensuing 4 years, and it was not taken. Ooh, that's what they said. That's what I'm saying. So you had 4 years to come up and say something about this boy's murder, and you didn't say anything. And you were directly involved, and you didn't say anything. No, we're not giving you bail. Bail denied. Boop. So that's the end of that. I'm reading it. Okay. Ellis might not have been Ellis, I'm saying Terica, may not have a violent history, and she may not have been the person who pulled the trigger and snuffed out Andre's life, but there was an opportunity to be helpful in the ensuing 4 years, and it was not taken. That's what it says. So this gave a little bit more in depth. This is commercial appeal, people that are reading on their site. If you want a commercial appeal, they are on the internet, and this is where I am getting this report from. And I am, I am taking out inserts and using my own interpretation. Okay, so that's not copyright. Yes, okay. And then two is that I'm also doing it too because the way they have the wording here, you can be confused when they start talking. They're using the last names, and it can be a little confusing because like Robbie Montgomery and Andre Montgomery, okay, you know what I'm saying, they have the same last names, and you can be confusing. And when they say he, okay, it can be confusing on whether they're referring to Tim or whether they're referring to Andre. So that's what that is there. And that is where I got this particular report. And let me see. I'm on here longer than I thought way longer than I thought I was going to be. So let's see if there's anything else that I didn't click on. Okay, so yeah, the rest of it is late news, people. Yeah, late news. So I am getting this information directly from Commercial Appeal, and I also went to another source called the St. Louis Post Dispatch. Okay, so you can go up there and you can look it up yourselves and uh, read, and you'll pretty much get the same thing that the closing statements. That's all I'm just doing. And yeah, so give this video a thumbs up. You guys like the commentary, and just keeping you update on what's going on. And I'll be back if there's anything different, anything other news that arrives out of this whole situation. But I'm pretty much waiting for everybody to be transported to St. Louis, okay, to face the judge. Okay, so with that said, stay blessed. Bye.